Let's dive into something powerful that I've been reflecting on. Picture this. Success isn't about the flashy things, the big house, or the status symbol. It's not about the validation you get from others or chasing after the next big win. It's about using your success to fuel what really matters, your personal mission, the projects that stir your soul, and creating work that will have lasting value. I've learned this from my good friend Casey Neistat. Over the years, Casey and I have shared countless experiences, and every time I walk away with a lesson that helps me be better, not just at what I do, but at who I am. For example, Casey's perspective on money is a game changer. He once told me, if we were motivated by money, we'd both work at ad agencies. That statement has stuck with me, and it's a reminder to always check my motivations. Money isn't the driving force behind my work. It's the freedom to create, to express, and to contribute something meaningful to the world. We're in an age where people are constantly chasing after material wealth, thinking that success is measured by how much you accumulate. But Casey's advice flips that notion. He and I both could make a lot more money if we focus solely on financial gain, but instead, we've chosen paths that allow us to work on projects that ignite our passions. What Casey taught me is that success should buy you the freedom to do what matters most to you, not just more stuff. He invests his time and resources into projects that he believes in, like when he spent millions of dollars of his own money to produce a documentary about David Dri, the YouTube star. It wasn't about making a profit. It was about telling an important story the way he believed it should be told. And then there's the deeper truth about life. A decade ago, Casey and I both gave talks at a castle for Google, and our friendship was born from that experience. It was one of those moments that feels almost magical, an adventure in itself. Over the years, Casey's taught me something profound. Life is short, and you only get one shot. It reminds me of the Stoic principle of memento mori. Remember you will die. Not in a morbid sense, but as a call to live fully. To make every moment count. The make it count mindset Casey embodies is rooted in this idea. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. Right now, the present moment is all you truly have, and what you do with it matters. This ties in perfectly with something else I've learned from Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius. The importance of aligning your actions with your core values, not just chasing after what's popular or lucrative. In the face of challenges, distractions, or temptations, the Stoics teach us to live authentically and to focus on what really matters. Money isn't the end game. It's just a tool. The real question is, what will you do with it? For me, writing about Stoic philosophy, even though it was a risky move and a departure from my earlier work, has been deeply fulfilling. It's not about the financial reward, though it's been a nice bonus, but about staying true to what I believe in. This was a hard decision, one that took less money but more passion and purpose. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. So, if you're in a place where you're chasing success or measuring your worth by what you can buy, I challenge you to take a step back. Look at what really drives you. If money weren't a factor, what would you spend your time doing? What projects would you pursue? Your success should afford you the opportunity to take risks for the things that matter most to you, not just more wealth. And here's where it all comes together. Your success doesn't just define you by what you have, it defines you by what you choose to do with it. So ask yourself, are you using your success to make a real difference? Are you using it to fund your passion, or are you letting the pursuit of wealth dictate your every move? Casey's life and philosophy have shown me that it's about taking risks for the right reasons, doing things that matter, creating things that last, and living in a way that aligns with your highest purpose. That's the kind of success that's worth striving for. True success is about freedom, the freedom to live life on your own terms, to pursue the work you're meant to do, and to create what you feel passionate about. Anything else, no matter how shiny it may seem, is just another form of slavery. The Stoics recognized this in their own way, acknowledging both literal slavery and the kind of self-imposed servitude that comes from being chained to external expectations. If you're not free to follow your own purpose, to say what you want to say, or create what you want to create, then you're not truly successful. Success isn't measured by how much you can achieve or how many people approve of you. It's about the ability to reject the system that pressures you to follow someone else's path and to carve your own. If you're constantly chasing the validation of others or bound by what they expect, you're losing your ability to be yourself. You're being a slave to their ideals, not living your own truth. This is a reality I've learned firsthand, especially in the creative world where opportunity is abundant, but so are distractions. For example, take something as simple as the clothes I wear. I'm wearing a 10,000 long sleeve shirt right now. It's well designed and practical for what I need, but that's not the point. The point is I've chosen it because it works for me, not because it's the popular or expected choice. Life is like that. You have to prioritize what fits your needs, not what the world says you should have or do. As we progress in our careers or in life, we encounter more requests, more opportunities. People may offer money, fame, or other rewards, but these often come with strings attached. The key lesson here is the ability to say no to what doesn't align with your values or your vision. This was something I learned from Casey, a close friend who has mastered this art of boundary setting. He built his career on the courage to say no and focus on what truly matters. Success, real success, is about having the courage to prioritize the things that nourish you and bring you joy. It's about doing fewer things, but doing them with greater focus and excellence. You have to protect your personal space, mentally, emotionally, and physically, from the noise that distracts you from your true purpose. This idea of doing less, but doing it better, is a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. The Stoics weren't focused on accumulating more. They were focused on eliminating what doesn't add value to their lives. Today, we need to apply this lesson to everything we do: work, relationships, even how we interact with the world online. It's all about focusing on what truly matters and investing in it fully. I've seen firsthand how this philosophy works in action. Casey, for instance, took massive risks. He walked away from lucrative opportunities to start something from scratch, betting on himself and his vision. He believed in his own potential, not because of blind faith, but because he had already proven to himself that he could make things happen. He took huge swings, betting millions on his own ventures and projects, knowing the outcome wasn't guaranteed. But the key was his unwavering commitment to his vision and his craft. One of the most admirable aspects of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, is his mindset. He wrote his meditations in Greek, not for fame or fortune, but for himself. He created something meaningful to him, without caring whether anyone saw it or approved of it. This deep personal integrity and craftsmanship are qualities I admire in others, including Casey, who brought a level of professionalism and dedication to his craft that was far above the norm. His approach was never about doing things for external recognition, but about creating something that met his own standards. Just as Marcus wrote for his own personal growth, I write with the same mindset. It's not about pleasing the audience, it's about meeting my own standards, about pushing myself to create work I'm proud of. Whether or not others see the full effort or the layers of thought that go into my work doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm creating with purpose, driven by my own values, not by external validation. This is the power of Stoic wisdom in our modern lives. It teaches us to reject the chaos of comparison, to prioritize what truly matters, and to live in alignment with our deepest values. It's about having the courage to say no to things that don't serve us, and to embrace the difficult but rewarding path of self-discipline, focus, and craftsmanship. When you do this, you live a life that is both intentional and fulfilling. You stop chasing the approval of others, and you start living authentically. If you want to create something meaningful, something that reflects who you truly are, you can't just cut corners. Every single detail matters. You have to care deeply about your work, far beyond what the market, your audience, or your clients expect. It's about representing your true self in every aspect of your creation. How you do one thing is how you do everything. There's no room for mediocrity. You have to put in the effort and ensure that every small detail is done right. There's no shortcut to excellence. You must meet people where they are. Not everyone is going to view the world the same way you do. Some people might not have the same reverence for books or the written word, but that doesn't mean you ignore them. I've learned this lesson by embracing platforms where millions of people are engaging, even if it means stepping outside my comfort zone. The world doesn't need to conform to your expectations. You need to meet people where they are, without being condescending or elitist. Don't look down on others for not seeing things the way you do. If you want your work to reach people, you need to meet them in the moment, on their level. The hustle is real. It's a battle for attention. Even the smallest details of your content, from the design of your thumbnails to the language you use, need to be crafted with precision. You can't expect people to care about your work if they don't even click on it. So, grab their attention, do whatever it takes to make them want to see what you have to offer. That means playing the game. Understand the platforms, create with the audience in mind, and don't expect success to come without putting in the work. It's not a meritocracy anymore. You have to fight for it. This is not the golden age of literature where genius was just discovered. Now, you have to hustle, get out there, and make your mark. And here's the thing, don't let it get to your head. Don't think you're above the process. There's no shame in playing the game as it is. The truth is, if you don't show up, you're leaving opportunities and potential followers on the table. It's your choice, but don't be surprised if you miss out on the impact you could have made. There are still good people out there, and that's something worth remembering. It's easy to get jaded or cynical when things go wrong, when you feel like people don't have your back. But the truth is, there are kind-hearted individuals out there who'll do the right thing. Don't let the negative experiences blind you to the goodness of humanity. I remember a moment when I saw Casey's collection of journals, a reflection of years of consistent work, daily thoughts, and habits. It made me realize how powerful it is to document your life, to capture your thoughts and ideas. The best time to start something, they say, was years ago, but the second best time is now. I started journaling years ago, and today I have a stack of my own journals. That habit changed me. Journaling isn't just a practice, it's a way of understanding yourself, your growth, and your journey. Casey's example didn't just inspire me to start writing more. It pushed me to raise my standards, both mentally and physically. Physical activity, like running, has taught me the value of discipline, which directly impacts my creativity and mental focus. It's not just about writing, it's about showing up every day, pushing yourself, and continually growing. You can't expect to produce great work without putting in the effort, physically, mentally, and creatively. So here's the bottom line. If you want to create something great, you can't take shortcuts. Put in the work, meet people where they are, and keep showing up. It's a marathon, not a sprint. The journey will challenge you, but it will also shape you into the person you need to be to create something meaningful.